Welcome, this is Peter Voogd, author of the best-selling book, 6 Months to Six Figures, and founder of the prestigious Game Changers Academy, and welcome to the Game Changers movement. I first want to let you guys know I'm extremely excited. My new book, The Entrepreneur's Blueprint to Massive Success, is now in print. Some of you guys might already have it. Go to theentrepreneurbreakthrough.com and you can check it out. Very excited about this. Today we're going to talk about the 5 stern truths that you have to know as an entrepreneur in order to really thrive. And if you don't know these things, people get into entrepreneurship with a very jaded and a skewed view, and they think that passion and energy is what's going to carry them to the top. And almost every single one of those people that gets into entrepreneurship with just ambition and just passion go broke and sadly eventually settle, or the select few figure it out. But I want to cut your learning curve in half. So here's what you have to understand about entrepreneurship. The first thing that's guaranteed is failure. So failure is guaranteed in entrepreneurship, and if you can have the right perspective when you fail, and you can use that as a lesson to sharpen your perspective, and you admit and understand that you're gonna fail consistently, you're gonna be a lot better off than fighting the failure. Because failure and pressure is a skill successful people are paid very highly for. A lot of mediocre people cannot deal with failure, and that's why they're not paid highly. So the reality is, the first stern truth is failure is the only thing guaranteed, and here's why. Right when you set a goal that's meaningful and worthwhile, there's gonna be challenges that show up to test your character, to see if it's worth for you, and to see if you're worth that goal, and to see if you have the strength. And if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and it wouldn't be worth much. So that's why when you have failure, use that as motivation, as ammo, and as fuel to sharpen your perspective and take more intelligent action. Okay, that's first. Second, habits are gonna trump inspiration 7 days of the week. Now, inspiration is needed, right? But habits are ultimately gonna define your success. It's said after seminars and masterminds that only 5% of people actually use what they learn and implement, because they're all fired up and excited when they leave, but a week or two later, they're in the exact same spot they were before they spent $5 grand on the seminar. It's because habits are longer term and inspiration is instant pleasure. So the reality is, instead of watching a video to motivate you and that's it, institute precise habits into your schedule consistently to where that's gonna carry you versus inspiration, because inspiration's fleeting. So habits are a lot more effective than inspiration. So what can you do daily that's congruent to your big vision, that's gonna compound on each other and eventually make you more successful? So habits over inspiration every single time. Here's a big one: resourcefulness. You have to be resourceful and creative as an entrepreneur. A lot of people have all these excuses. I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I don't have the right team, I grew up in the wrong neighborhood, I don't have the money. All these lack of resources is a killer of most people's income, productivity, and overall business. So the ultimate resource is internal emotions. If you don't have the money, but you want it bad enough, will you find a way? Yes. If you don't have a mentor, or you don't have a great circle of influence, which is coming up, you have to be resourceful enough to find a way to get a hold of those people. If you don't want it bad enough, you're not gonna find a way, and that's the bottom line. So resourcefulness, being resourceful, being creative, being tenacious is a huge key to thriving as an entrepreneur. Here's a big stern truth: your circle of influence will make or break you. And I want to let you guys know that if you can craft a great circle of influence, people that build you up, people that hold you to high standards versus people that let you off the hook, that's a huge key to making sure that you get a competitive advantage. So who are you around? How are they affecting your thinking? How are they affecting your subconscious mind, your habits, your behaviors? And I would really evaluate who you're around, because who you're around is who you're becoming. If you hang out with 5 intelligent people, you'll eventually be the 6th. You hang out with 5 millionaires, you'll eventually be the 6th. You hang out with 5 idiots, you tell me what's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Hang out with 5 alcoholics, same thing. So you have to understand that it's who you're around that determines your future. So have a strong Rolodex, be selective with who you let into your circle, and take very few opinions. So your circle of influence is gonna make or break you in entrepreneurship. And you might lose some friends, but the reality is that that's the way it goes. Lastly, it's not easy, it's challenging, there is chaos, but it's worth it. You have to find reasons and you have to focus on the legacy, the end result, helping people. That'll pull you through the challenges. If you only focus on the challenges, you don't have strong reasons, the challenge will define you. And remember, failure is guaranteed. So the reality is, it's not easy. You're gonna go through challenges, you're gonna feel alone sometimes, you're gonna miss events with your family, you're gonna be working weekends and sacrificing, but to be able to live life on your terms and do what you want and not have a boss telling you exactly how much you're worth and when you can go to the bathroom and when you can leave is the best feeling ever. And you don't wanna have your kids grow up looking at you like someone else telling you what to do. You wanna be your own boss, create your own legacy, build your own lifestyle based on your values, your strengths, your potential, and what you want. So you have to focus on the end result, and that's gonna get you past the challenges. So it's not easy, and it does get better. But the reality is, it doesn't get easier, you get better. And as you get better, entrepreneurship becomes a lot more fun, more exciting, more exhilarating, and your results rise as well. So if you can understand these 5 truths, you will have a massive competitive advantage in this game of life, business, and entrepreneurship. If you got any value from these videos and you're part of the select few who are serious about elevating their game and becoming a game changer, I've created a free deep dive training for you along with some great resources, and I'm also gonna give you the weekly master plan I personally use to plan my weeks. Just click the link above me and you'll get instant access. Make sure to pay it forward by sharing, subscribing, liking, and commenting on what's impacted you the most. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know I'm very focused on giving better free content than what most pay thousands of dollars for, and this is no different. And I assure you, this training will change the game for you. Here are just a couple things that you're gonna learn in this deep dive training. First, it's the 6 bulletproof steps you must take to create your first 6-figure income within 6 months. And I've done it in 4 different industries, and it really dives deep on exactly what steps to take. You're also gonna learn the daily routines of the world's elite performers. You're gonna find out why they get 10 times more done than anyone else and how they create more free time than the majority. Lastly, you're gonna learn what multimillionaire Gary Vaynerchuk personally taught me years ago that changed the game for me and was my biggest aha moment. Very powerful stuff. So make sure you subscribe, share these videos, and if you want the free training, click the link above me to get instant access, and we'll see you on the other side.